Someone reached out after their phone was stolen. They had a Bitcoin wallet on it, and they had two questions. How much danger is my Bitcoin in? And what do I do right now? Here is exactly what I told them. I'm Sats, and this is what to do if your phone is stolen with a Bitcoin wallet on it. Before anything else, the most important thing to understand about this situation: your Bitcoin is not in your phone. It is on the Bitcoin blockchain. Your phone held the private key that gives access to that Bitcoin. That is an important distinction because it means the thief does not automatically have your Bitcoin just because they have your phone. What they have is a device that might give them access to the key, depending on the security you had in place. How much immediate danger your Bitcoin is in depends on a few things. First, whether your phone has a PIN, password, or biometric lock. If your phone requires a PIN or fingerprint to unlock, the thief cannot get into the phone without that credential. Modern smartphones encrypt their contents when locked, and bypassing that encryption without the correct credentials is not straightforward for most thieves. Your wallet app may also have an additional PIN or password of its own. Second, whether your wallet is custodial or non-custodial. A custodial wallet means a company holds your keys. The app on your phone is just an interface. If someone gets into your phone and opens a custodial wallet app, they typically still need to authenticate with the service to access or move funds. Non-custodial wallets store the private key on the device itself, which is why the phone's lock screen is your primary protection. Third, whether you have your seed phrase backed up somewhere else. This matters not for the immediate danger, but for your ability to recover your Bitcoin regardless of what happens to the phone. Now, the immediate actions in order of priority. Step 1. Remotely wipe the phone right now. Both Apple and Android allow you to remotely wipe a device connected to your account. iPhone. Go to iCloud.com, open Find My, select the device, erase it. Android. Go to android.com/find, select the device, erase it. Do not wait. Do not check if it turns up first. Erase it. Note that remote wipe only works if the phone is connected to the internet. If the thief has switched off the phone or put it in a Faraday bag, the wipe command will execute the next time the phone connects. Keep the wipe instruction active even if the phone appears offline. Step 2. Restore your wallet on a new device using your seed phrase. Once the phone is wiped, your wallet app data is gone from the stolen device. Your Bitcoin, however, is still on the blockchain. It has not moved. It is still associated with the addresses your wallet generated. Download the same wallet app on a new device. Choose the Restore from Seed Phrase option. Enter your seed phrase in the correct order. Your wallet will reconnect to the blockchain and your full balance will appear. This is why the seed phrase is everything. The phone is replaceable. The seed phrase is the wallet. Step 3. Move your Bitcoin to a new wallet. Once you have restored on a new device, consider whether you want to move your Bitcoin to a completely new wallet with a new seed phrase. This is especially worth doing if you have any uncertainty about whether the seed phrase was stored on the phone in a form that might be accessible, such as a screenshot or a note in an app. If your seed phrase was only ever written down on paper and never digitally stored anywhere on the phone, restoring to a new device on the same seed phrase is generally fine. If there is any chance it was stored digitally on the stolen phone, generate a new wallet and move your Bitcoin to the new addresses. Step 4. Notify your exchange if relevant. If you had exchange accounts linked to your email and that email was accessible on the stolen phone, consider changing your passwords and reviewing your exchange account security. This is standard practice after any device theft and is not specific to Bitcoin. Here is the honest assessment of how this situation usually resolves. The majority of phone thefts are opportunistic. The goal is to sell the device quickly, not to forensically extract private keys from a locked and encrypted smartphone. For most thieves, a locked phone with a strong PIN is not worth the effort of trying to bypass. The remote wipe, if executed quickly, eliminates even that risk. The person who reached out had a PIN on their phone and their seed phrase written on paper at home. The remote wipe was sent within 20 minutes of the theft. By that evening, they had restored their wallet on a replacement device and their Bitcoin balance was intact and accessible. Not every situation resolves this cleanly. If the phone was unlocked when it was stolen, or if the wallet app had no additional PIN, or if the seed phrase existed only on the stolen device, the situation is more serious. But those are the exceptions rather than the rule. The lesson that comes out of this, and the one most worth carrying into your own setup, is that two things need to be true for a stolen phone to become a Bitcoin problem. The thief needs to be able to unlock the phone, and the private key needs to exist on the phone in a form they can access. If either of those is not true, the phone can be wiped and the Bitcoin recovered. Make sure both of those conditions are working in your favor before you need them to. Here's the short version. A stolen phone with a Bitcoin wallet on it is not automatically a lost Bitcoin situation. Your Bitcoin is on the blockchain, not on the phone. The phone held the key. Immediate actions in order. Remotely wipe the phone. Restore your wallet on a new device using your seed phrase. Move Bitcoin to new addresses if you have any doubt about the seed phrase's exposure. Review exchange account security if your email was accessible on the stolen device. For most people in this situation with a PIN-locked phone and a seed phrase stored safely offline, the Bitcoin is recoverable and the risk is manageable. Your phone lock screen and your seed phrase backup are the two things that turn a stolen phone from a crisis into an inconvenience. If you want to understand what a seed phrase is and why it is the only thing that actually protects your Bitcoin in situations like this, the video on Bitcoin private keys covers all of that. It is the foundation that makes this whole situation make sense. Watch that next. Stack smart, stay curious, see you in the next stack.